Milk outside a bag of milk. Outside a bag of milk. This is what we're playing today. Tonight. Let's read the description of this game because I have no idea what it's about. A sequel. A sequel. Wait, it's a sequel? I didn't know it was a sequel. Milk inside a bag of milk. Inside a bag of milk. Dive into demented and bizarre world once again and help the girl become a little happier. The prequel is even shorter. Wait, should I milk inside a bag of milk? It's $1.49. I could probably I could probably sell a card. Or maybe I'll just afford it if I sell some cards. Some trading cards. Look, bro. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, I was being conservative. I bought it. I guess we're gonna do milk inside a bag of milk. Inside a bag of milk first. And then go into milk outside a bag of milk. Outside a bag of milk. Uh, okay. Where's that fancy old thing we call a mouse? It's it's showing on stream, but it's not. Okay. missing calm. Okay. Help me buy milk. Okay. Write down your name. I'm on my way to the store, rehearsing the speech. I haven't been out for so long that I've forgotten what words they say when they enter the store. I'm on my way to the store. Who are you talking to? I imagine being a game character. What if it helps to gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know. There are games in which you can see the character's thoughts. Right on the screen, you know? So I thought, if someone reads my thoughts, then I have to be really concentrated so as not to whip up the extra. This music is very eerie. I'm deeply breathing in. Hello, can I? Damn, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lips with annoyance. So once again, hello, can I get... Wow, a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying really hard. In my opinion, this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think this is it? Who knows? Hello, can I? I better keep my lips sealed. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on asphalt and your right foot on grass for a whole minute. What? My right leg froze in the air. How much? 50 steps on asphalt and 51 on grass. You will have to cancel the previous step. Hee hee hee. How do you imagine it? This is not the first time. You're so stupid. Stop insulting me. From the beginning. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly into your own trail. What is happening right now? How is step 1? What then? So it's already the 52nd. But wait, if I'm going backwards, then 50th. Still doesn't make a lot of sense. Step 50th, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your trail. Could you paraphrase it a little at least? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you do not buy milk. Damn, really? Are you ready? Yes. I gently changed the position of the leg, peering carefully into the thick grass. When I entered the store, I asked the very first person I met. Hello, can I? Oh, excuse me, what? Oh. 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 You better not to do it. He is clearly not going to change his lines. You run the risk of falling into an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. 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 What? What is he trying to tell you? This guy's just the O guy. He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? I have a frightening image as soon as I imagine it. I can show. Explaining won't be enough, but keep it. Something like that. Okay. So I'll just keep on ignoring his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? What? Oh. I gather all the will into a fist. Oh? Oh! Oh. Badge. Achievement. My my interlocutor. My what? My interlocutor? Sound like a fucking Pokemon. Is that a word? Shook and crawled. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said that he crawled. But did he really crawl? I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I did not hear. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. What? So like this character's role playing as a video game character? Or that they know they're in a video game? Chronically video gamed. I'm standing by the shelves. On the shelves, there are bags of milk. The two of us are standing, and the milk lies? Or maybe... Do you remember why you came? To buy milk. So buy. Right here? How, in your opinion, should I reply? I suppose something like, not here. Take the bag and go to the cash desk. I guess the first sentence. And you like for spite. Like for spite didn't make a pause before the second one. Want to take away my small victories? I sigh and pull my hand to take milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Holy shit. That's the name of the game! Or rather, a bag inside a bag of... Inside a... What? Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside of a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside... Reception. 15 minutes before store closing, hurry up. I remember what these games are called, visual novels. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full, in letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But authors are not lazy there, And you don't be lazy too. Thought only thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your language. You heard me. Hurry up or there will be no good at home. Already running. Hello. Can I get milk, please? Can I get milk, please? You have it. Ah, give. I put out a weighty bag at the pay desk. Of course, not just a bag, but milk too. Hello, can I get it back, please? No. Please? No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for milk. Duh. I pulled a crumpled cash out of my pocket and give it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. About 2 days have passed before he nodded satisfactorily and put a cash in the machine. Thank you, goodbye. This music is tripping me. I'm walking down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly pulls away my hand, reminding me of the times I took physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the pay machine, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk inside another bag. Don't get me wrong. I just like the pyramidal structure of verbal construction. What the fuck? A gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thanks for your interest. I feel like a mile of ice cream. What? What does that even mean? A mile of ice cream? As if I tell you. But I'm really interested. The ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. I agree, it's not the tastiest ice cream, unless you want to drink more than to eat. So, the way from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the way from gas station to home is ice cream. For today's walk, my body will be every part of this way. Simple maths. Sure, dude. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move on something as uneven as the urban plain? Neat heel sock. I count every meter of the way I've gone. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Huh? I unconsciously take a sharp step aside. At the same moment, a huge bear sweeps past me with a wild ripple. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm throwing a stumbling peek at the rapidly moving animal. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their head? It might have died. Are you saying someone will seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is cruel and dangerous. I'm not in the world you're talking about. That's a good point. My path continues. If you think about it, the way from the store has one interesting property. In the most bizarre ways, it adjusts to me. When I hurry, all the traffic lights are servicefully extinguished. When I want to cry, a cloud appears and pours rain flows that hide my tears. Right now I feel how the cloud is slowly gathering over my top. I'm sad. Are you sure all this is really happening? And how else? Have you never been visited by the idea that this is all in your head? The instruction did not say that at all. Apparently these pills don't work on me either. You know what? Since I am a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading it right now. As you say, I squeeze my head with my hands and set a thought block. With the edge of my eye, I notice a small bench, a great place for a cliched visual novel monologues. Getting closer, putting a noticeably heavy bag of milk nearby, and raising my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed. I understand I'm going crazy. Drugs are working less and less effectively, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I will be honest with you. I expect the same from you, please. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yes. Yes. Really? I must be quite unlike an exemplary protagonist, right? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now I need a lot of effort just to distinguish letters and words. By the way, fuck. If you don't mind, I wouldn't like to say my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me as I am. Even if I made you up, don't take it away from me, okay? Don't ask me about too much. How stupid is all this? From the very beginning you followed me, read my delusional thoughts, heard my stupid conversation. Maybe I seem crazy and weird to you? What is it like to see the world with my eyes? Ever since something happened, I only see red everywhere. Don't worry about me. I've been used to it for a long time. To be honest, I even forgot what other colors looked like. Let it go. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all, because I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think they're the ones who are scared. Can you imagine it? By the way, if you want to ask what happened, please don't. Do you promise? Of course, you couldn't not to ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have raised this topic. So, you're really wondering what happened to me? I won't take time. What do you see? I don't really know what I'm looking at. Oh, This is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I would have never thought I shouldn't have raised my voice. In general, he threw himself out of the window and died. This is my last memory, then a long gap. Strange. Very strange. Today's the first time I've been able to buy something from the store without a serious incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however. I think it's more of your merit. I was thinking all the time, do not screw up in front of the reader. Or, oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I've decided to become a character in a visual novel for the sake of going to the store today, but it's clearly borne fruit. Thank you. By the way, I think there are some frameworks in our communication. That's how I like it. How I get it. And yet I'm so sad lately. I think more and more about what my life has become ever since Dad. Well, you understand. Day after day is the same. I've tried so many pills that I can't feel difference between them anymore. As long as they keep me on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. I want. It was very rude of you. Oh no. I will not press you. I just advise you go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, let's go. Let's go, I guess. I stop on my floor and hang by the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights. A few minutes ago, the pills finally came to naught, so I'm just enjoying blissful silence. When I am under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head. Mixing with the sounds of the world around me, they create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Jesus fucking Christ. Did you bring milk? Hi, Mom. Did you bring milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Wait, what? That's it? So the moral of the story is that we're crazy. I am so confused. I'm so confused. So we have some sort of schizophrenia. She is mentally ill. Right. And our mother is a fucking alien baby thing. That's all great and dandy. I will say that the game definitely had a negative art style. I will say that from what I've seen of the sequel, it is way more stylized. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more eye-pleasing. But I think since this is a sequel, it'll definitely help structure what I witness in this next game. Okay. This game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. Escape save menu. Okay, so there's no setting for volume. I'm gonna just preemptively turn it down because I know I'm gonna have to anyways. The store is closing soon. Don't tell me it's literally going through what I just did. That's not a bag of milk. Wonderful. What do you see? Are you sure? Anyway, it's... all I could think of is like the Shinji face. Oh shit, hold on. Goddamn. Oh my god. Sorry about that. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still see the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realized that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare someone to death who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, no, no. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when the shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Bro, what? As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back and nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk doesn't care whether it's on the shelf or in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. This person is, not okay. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Hi, Mom. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay away from I stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again, I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging. I just kept staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then, the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. Like the milk from the outside of the bag of the inside of the bag of the milk of the outside of the bag inside bag of the milk outside of the bag. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I can gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Holy shit, art that's actually perceivable. Just kidding. Character. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and my dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel it. Sorry about that. Even though I don't feel any need for it. There's a lot of fucking pills. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. Yeah, no, do not chew those, dummy. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule to both sides. And to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I prefer harder. I press harder, and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight into the waste bin, and I rigorously start washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill, the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep that I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and start swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really need some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. Hey. Long time no see. There you go, bullying me again. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until the medication's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. It's exactly what I'm doing. But a bully. Why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago. I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nah, I still don't understand. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have some fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. I'm really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not expected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, and we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks that the walls are giving me. Trying not to give in to their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk to the floor. I start counting in my head. 2 squared. 2 by 2 squared. A square squared. A square pyramid squared. A pyramidal structure cubed. A pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure to be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? But I know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was, undoubtedly, there's a good side to it. What's that? Wouldn't that mean you're getting better? Medicine is something you're supposed to take, not toss away. I'm so stupid. Then why did you do it? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Do you know what to do? Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you so much more than the pain. I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? Just want to lie down for a bit. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind. Go ahead. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts start whirling all over the ceiling from their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them, wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceilings makes me start to lose my patience. I hate you. Yeah, I'd be annoyed too. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. Start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all of my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or else. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide in here. It can't be anywhere. I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's already so late, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What are you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. Will you tell me? Okay. Well, I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. My eyes are itchy. Did you bring milk? I wonder if I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then here, drink some milk. Death? Wait, what? First death? I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Yep. Boy, oh boy, that was something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. My thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. So I'll tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. Even if I make the smallest of messes, I'll still feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? Of course not. You forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. We need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything and even an inch. Yeah. I have an idea. Becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to be a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, these games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. What about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make even more interesting. You want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get into a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? Do what you want. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I was a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, look down. A small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie. Wowie. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. Sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head, and flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying into a cage is locked in. And a cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Let's continue searching. What? Milk. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here, indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide into a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you there. Your usual notebook page is glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's only the kind of information I can take in without trouble. The dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, is it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's like more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. For a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off like a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Let's continue searching. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raised them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then it'll disappear altogether. And then the things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. But a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for like half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Did you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Oh, my goodness. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf, I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard. And death. And these plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. I kinda don't have a choice here, you know. You're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Aren't you listening to me at all? We don't throw shit out. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000%. That's how much I don't care. I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then act normal. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot, I'll have to take the bus. Do you realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? You can ask your mom to buy you one? Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even conform coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of the other. And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Isn't that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires to the sleeping bag. The cracks in the laminate and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat down to look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. The distinctive sound of pages turning echo with the headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little bit longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait... Open your eyes. No! It's okay, just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? Did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. You can almost see the outlines of the drawings in the previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You could even convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes lighter and lighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into a perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills with my surroundings. So it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. Firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot on my head, but its buzzing dies down. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. It's not easy to get out of here. Oh. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Right. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder, it's the only thing that defends me against the thunder clouds that gather under my ceiling. Such a blessing that I can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It would catch a cold and be unable to fly. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. Bizarre item, I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist, but I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this, you're a hamster that lives underground. Everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Got it. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is the cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. The most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. The cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you. Nothing at all. I forget what I was talking about. You know I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. It is impossible though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Don't get distracted. From my 317 friends, 68 of them were into gaming just like me. 130 of them liked drawing just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. When I say equally, I don't mean 59.5 friends on each side. Alright. You split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. Major conundrum, right? I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? Everyone who shares my interests is my friend. I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing I reflected was my dim face. A web program is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There was no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Huh? A firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. It's like it's trying to say something. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I have no idea. I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if it coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of action, and then flies up and dashes into my ear. Just continues searching. You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story, maybe. The code word. I'll think of one later. For now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then I find it, no changes at all. Wait, fuck, sorry. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. Zero sub. Did you cook? Maybe, yeah. I say you cooked. I say like 8 out of 10. For sure. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Go to the balcony and breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack of me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright. Just for a couple minutes, okay? My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on the windows, there are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent screams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every living person here. It must feel so lonely living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the buildings grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around, closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How did you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. You're still anxious, aren't you? Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. I've already told you, haven't I? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake. to deceive, trick, and confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. I don't like it when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise, and I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Oh. I had a friend online. My best friend. Even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. So strange and wrong. Breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't get quite what you mean. I can tell you about those rules. Can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. My friend. Yes. He was brazen enough to gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. Then I told him everything about myself, without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind chips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. What's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video game generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only... My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into a millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. It's my second death for today already. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I return to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go toward my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Just like a bag outside a bag of milk. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand what you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. I've blurted it out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. You're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. I get it already. I won't leave you alone until you tell me. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of my room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know. It was a joke. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and I started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and started seeing things. Letters floating in the air. Strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and I couldn't move for a while. Silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they liked this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kinda scared of them that I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. They're still listening, you know. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. Want me to tell you a bedtime story? I was trying so hard. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Nobody can hear you. What did you say? What do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. It's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. It sounds silly. But it's not. Meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Close your eyes. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around to see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. He takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? That's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, and silence. He's a wacko and his name is stupid. Going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply burst out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. And he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. What a bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way. Probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being old. Boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. What's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? After another round of going across the long row of planned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets. But my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. Something that you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I made Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed over Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. And the waiting fee. You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. For the fact your son is a retard. Damn! That's fucking rude. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. Look at the boy's face. A light flickers into his eyes for a brief moment, then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Uh, Meta, what did you have me playing? I really enjoyed that, but I'm just so confused. It's relatable in a way. Not completely. It's definitely a lot to take in. I feel a little overwhelmed. But now I guess I can say that I'm hooked. It's got me by its one singular claw. That was a good game. I mean, that was a good visual novel. I don't really play many of those because I guess I'm not that kind of person. But I really enjoyed that. And I see the photo that you sent me. I'm gonna have to make a better face. We'll work it out. But for the people on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Uh, it's definitely a very interesting concept of a game. I think there's something for visual novel enthusiasts that they'll get something really good out of that. The art style was really captivating. Like all of the whole the whole 9 yards. It was really something special. And if it continues, then I guess I'm gonna be there day one. So yeah, thank you for watching.